Welcome, students, back to the School of the Briny Deep, otherwise known as Hexxit Education. Welcome back, students, and today we're going to be continuing from our last episode and talking about the various ships that are available through the Better Dungeons mod. And as luck would have it, we actually have quite a few of the various small ships that are available right around our overworld campus. So I'm going to take you on a brief tour of each one of these, and I'm going to be rating them. In general, they are a very early game loot and very early game difficulty. So I'm kitted out with just some iron armor and an iron sword, which you wouldn't ordinarily make. But I do have a meteorite axe, just in case, just for quick looting. Okay, so let's head over, and I'll show you the first one. Okay, here's our first one, right off the, I guess that's the starboard, yeah, that's port, that's the starboard bow. This is, and I'm going to use the names that are usually referred to in the file names for these particular generated structures. This is a fishing boat. So how you can tell it's a fishing boat is because it has a single triangular sail. Let me get a better view of it over here. Oh, yep, they spawn. Okay, so it has single spawners. That one is actually glitched, so that guy's dying. But it has a single triangular sail, and also note the yellow, the orange wool right over here. That's how you can tell which one's a fishing boat. So, in general, there are two ways to invade boats. One is to bring your own boat. I recommend you always bring two, which in case you lose the first one. And the other way is actually to use cold touch items with cloud boots, which you can use. And we can certainly do that because we're actually fairly close to shore in this case. But I felt in this instance I don't need it, so considering the early game nature of this content, I figured it was fine just to use an ordinary boat. I am, however, going to make it a little bit early in the day, so I have a little more time to work with as the sun rises. So as soon as you approach them, the single spawners will go off. I believe in this one you usually have about 4 to 6 pirates, some of which will have guns, some of which will yeah, see that guy, he made a boat. See? So if they see you within range, they will come after you. See this guy? Yep. Okay, 2 guys coming after me. Ah, they're hitting me. And one of them his crewsmen got me, so I'm disoriented. Where are you? Come on. Let me hit you. Oh, these guys are messing me up. Okay, abandon ship. Blub. Some pork chop. Okay, now in general, you do not want to try and fight a pirate on their own territory. You want to fight them on your territory. So I'm actually in great danger of dying right here. I might actually die. I'm just going to move around for a while. Oh, wow, there's 4 of them. Okay, I'm in deep trouble now. Okay, I'm embracing that well-known pirate tradition and running away. So, be right back. Ah, they're also adopting that well-known pirate tradition and chasing after me. Okay, so I just gotta wait for my health to recharge. Shouldn't be too long. Okay, so heading back in, and this time I'm going to go straight for the boat. I'm not going to try and fight these guys on the ocean because that's a bit too much like playing water polo with swords. In this case, we actually have a couple of strange hazards. We've got these stalactites that formed in the open air. So getting off. Hopefully my boat won't be destroyed. And another reason why you want to bring an axe with you is because it's the best way of getting onto a ship once you're next to it. Because it's kind of hard to move otherwise. There we go. Okay, I'm on board, and those guys are... Uh-oh. Did they despawn? I think they either despawned or something. So, okay, so I managed to avoid that confrontation, which can happen when you're going up against these little ships. But in any case, the rewards are not that great. So first things first, the sail itself is made out of wool. So if you happen to need wool for one of many purposes, you can certainly pick that off. There is, as far as I know, no loot up here on the crow's nest. It's just a nice little view. And that over there is actually the pirate ship we just blew up in our last episode. The galleon, sorry. I need to use the proper terms because all these are pirate ships. So heading down. Okay, so down here we have the little galley with the orange wool. And check the furnace. Sometimes it actually has coal. In here we've got leather and fire essence. We've also got a crafting table, so somewhat useful. Now over here, open this and break that. you'll find a hidden chest. Don't forget that, because this often has pretty good stuff. See, I've got a reinforced iron chest, some more torches, a saddle, some leather, gunpowder. Not too bad. Now, I believe it's only just the one. You could, if you wanted to, check around it. I think there's actually a second one sometimes if you open here. Yep. And sometimes, oh, it is. It's a double. So this is actually really nice. So I got some gunpowder, ice essence, more torches. So again, this is early game stuff that you can definitely find useful. But in this case, we have a single and a double over here. It can be different configurations like that. Okay, so next up, we did this one, which is the fishing boat. Next, we are going over to the what's called the small ship flag, and I believe that is this one here. So heading right over, be right there. Okay, so here we are, and off the starboard bow, we have, first of all, an example of that infamous ocean-worn pig over here. But more importantly, we have the small ship flag, most notably known for its flag design. We'll always have this red and yellow design on its sail. That's how you know this is this type of ship. And this is a little bit larger than the last one. We should have approximately the same number of pirates, that is about 4 to 5. This time I'm not going to wait for them to come to me, I'm just going to go right up to them. So I think oh, no, I was wrong. So it looks like we only have one. So this one is a little bit trickier to board though. So I'm going to break that, and jump ship. And if you notice, I changed my armor setup. I learned from last time. Whoa, this guy's nauseated me. And I switched over to diamond armor with a diamond giant sword. A little bit overkill, but I don't want to be caught off guard by 4 or 5 guys with that kind of armor again. So the small ship flag, in here, nothing to speak of. Got some panes of glass, that's about it. I don't believe there's anything up there worth taking. I think there's usually just a torch to keep mobs from spawning up there. But down below, see here, we have these little bars. This is sort of the cruise cargo area. But unfortunately, there's never anything of value in any of those. The only thing you have is just usually the one chest. So one guy, one chest. That's pretty much it. So this is definitely a much smaller one. Even though it was physically larger, you get only one guy, much smaller take. As before, you have wool. So if you need wool for anything, you can use that. And we get back on our ship. Our boat, off the ship onto the boat. You know how to tell the difference between a ship and a boat is that a boat can be carried on a ship, but a ship cannot be carried on a boat. It has to do with size. Okay, so next one we're going to go for is called the small ship glass. That is a little bit north of us. We'll pass our little campus over here. So be right there. Okay, so dead ahead we have a small ship glass. So the way you can tell that this is of this type is because it has a small white sail, smaller than the most that you'll find. But more importantly, if you look at the back of the ship, we can go around this way and keep out of range of the spawner. This is also a small ship, similar to the last one we saw. It will always have these glass panes on the back. That's why it's called a small ship glass. Okay, so I think similar to the last one, we're only going to get, I hit a shore. We're only going to get one guy in here, so I'm just going to get a little closer, get out of our boat, and board his. And it's a little tricky to get on these things. One of the reasons that people prefer to use a cold touch and cloud boots, but they're not, strictly speaking, totally necessary. Let's just get up here and take this guy out. One thing I've kind of noticed is, oh crap, I didn't even see that guy. So I was ambushed by another pirate on his own ship. And this guy's nauseating me. It's probably because his BO is so high. Ah! Okay, and that is another reason to have at least one piece of meteorite gear on you, because if you fight pirates in the ocean and they drop down there, unless you have this thing equipped or another piece on you, you will lose any items they drop. So I lost a melon, so not a huge loss. But another thing that distinguishes the small ship glass is it will usually have a jukebox right here. So if you want to pick that up, And over here we have furnace, empty in this case. And we've got some food, some apples and some bread. And this one I think is about the same. Yep. Oh, we got some copper and some iron. So not too bad. But that's really it. That's all we've got in this case. So 2 guys and 2 chests. Okay, so next up on our tour of these small ships from Better Dungeons is the ship skeleton. Now this one's fairly easy to know. It's one of the more common ones that you will find, and it's a well, you'll see why they call it that in just a second. Okay, you know what? While I'm here, I'm actually going to go and take out this other fishing boat here because I kind of chickened out on that last one, so I'm going to go right after this thing and take it out. You're gonna come after me? Come at me, bro. You got a pirate ninja. Now one of them's glitching, I can hear it. And not only do they spawn their own boats, they can also go on to other boats of others. Whoa, I'm all over the place. I'm drunk on rum. Yeah, these guys are chucking bottles of rum at me. Now, really, I should be wearing a piece of meteorite armor. That was a mistake on my part. So I'm losing the potential drops. At least some of them. Okay, so there we go. That's how you do it. You get in the water and you swim with the pirates. So let's check out what's in here. Same as last time. We have a furnace. This one has a little bit of coal in it. See, always check the furnaces. And a chest we have a small backpack and some books. Not too bad. Crafting table here. Over here we have in the first cargo hold, single chest with leather and cookies. And it's just a single. Over here we should have the double. Yep, it's a double. This has got darkness essence, cookies, leather, and a printing press. Kind of cool. Okay, so that is the proper way to attack a fishing boat. There we go. Now you can see why they call it the ship skeleton, because it will always have a white sail with sort of a skeleton-like design in the sail in gray and black wool. So how you do this? Same as with the last one. You get close, get out of your boat, proceed to pwn pirates. Arr, I'm gonna make you walk the plank, or fall off the plank, and then I kill you, and I steal your weapon, hopefully. One thing I've kind of noticed that's strange about pirates, I think it might be my weapon, but I think it's pirates actually, is that they tend to jump back whenever you hit them, regardless of what kind of weapon you use. A little unusual, but it can get annoying when you're in close quarters like this. But it does mean that they live for like another half second. So I can understand it as being a valid defense mechanism. So I think that was just 2 guys there. So nothing on here. We've got a little bit of wool, as I said before. I actually got a redstone torch over here. Kind of interesting. Up on the deck here, we got nothing, not even a torch. So you might find mobs spawning up there if you do this at night. I don't, in general, recommend you attack ships at night. It's usually not a good idea. But if you want a little more challenge, you're entitled to do it. Okay, so down in here, we have a little bar off area. I am 99% sure that there's nothing over here. Yes, this is just for show. It just shows as sort of the cargo hold. So the only thing you find is just the one chest, which in this case has a whole lot of food. So 2 guys, a little bit of food. There we go. Off the starboard bow, we have our next ship, which is the small ship paint. It's called that because it has a painting on its sail, and it's almost always the same one. That this one with the sort of the flaming skull. This is sort of a medium-sized ship, about the same as the skeleton ship. So let's head in and see what we can find. Yeah, I see one of them, so there's probably going to be another one in there. Hey, you want to hit me with your feet? I cut your feet off. Okay, so very similar in design to the skeleton ship. Got a little bit of a hatch here. Nothing else to speak of on the main deck. So let's go down below. Okay, we got a back room. Now notice there's only 3 panes of glass here, as opposed to the glass ship, which has 6. We have one chest, which has, in this case, some coal and some metal. So not a whole lot. One chest, one guy. Oh, well, that was a lot of traveling. We are quite a ways away from spawn. So, full disclosure, most of the ships I'm going to show you next, I did have to spawn in this world. They're just either they're too rare, or in this particular seed, they were just too hard to find. I have also augmented my weaponry. I've got a hunter's handgun with a half stack of concussive shot. Because first thing we're going to go up against here is a trade cog. Now the trade cog is the second to largest of the ship. Some better dungeons. It's basically like a half-size galleon. And you'll notice it because it is significantly larger than anything you'll see other than the galleon. It has sort of the sail and the same ship here. Got the red and white wool over this side. So I think the best way to go into this is just to sort of pillar up. So let me get some dirt here. Yeah, because I remember when we took on the galleon, there actually was an access through the rudder, but I'm not seeing that here. You know, this is actually just wool also. Yeah, it is. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go in this way. Basically, I'm trying to cut in through the bottom of the hull. And we're fortunate way that this one is on partially on land. Because if it was on the water, it'd be a lot harder to get to. Oh, they're coming at me. Yep, this is why. And they've got a healer too. Barely even see them. My aim is not usually this bad. Gotcha. Okay. So I think that was most, if not all, of the pirates. Okay, let's head inside. Okay, so we're in I guess the hold of the ship. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, there's something. That's a diamond block. Oh, no, sorry, that's an iron block. So I probably would have had these, but didn't think I actually need one. Oh, sorry. I could use the meteorite just as well, but I might as well use a diamond pick. Get a gold block, an iron block there. Now, that's as an iron block. I'm breaking with a diamond pick. Okay, so we got 3 chests here. Cool. So we got some armor, a bow, and a helmet. We got some arrows and another backpack, some essence, and some more food, including a poison potato. Okay, so let's head upstairs and see what we find. Loading up. So I think, okay, so it looks like you can get up both ways. Now, try whenever possible, try and kill the healer first, because the healer can't heal himself. Oh, as a defender. That's gonna be a little tricky, especially because I'm disoriented. I think I knocked him off the side. Where'd you go? Come on, where you go? There you are. Get down there. Okay, healer down. I think I knocked the other 2 off the edge, so I'll deal with them in a minute. Okay, so there's trapdoors leading down there. Also, trapdoors leading down in this part here. So I guess that's the way you sort of go down. Up here. Oh. Oh boy. That's how you do it. Deadeye. Okay, so over here, not much else to speak of. And I don't think there's anything up in the crow's nest, so let's just give it a quick check. No, we're good up here. Okay, top of that's fine. That's fine. Let's just check the captain's cabin if there is one. Nope, this one leads also down into the hold. So cool. There's a lot of wool around here. We got three chests worth for about a dozen pirates. Cool. On to the next ship. Oh, missed one. Yeah, ordinarily I would have been more honorable and just used my diamond giant sword, but they're pirates. They understand the need to, shoot first and don't ask questions. And next up over here, straight ahead, if I can maneuver this thing, we have the small galleon. This is noted by being essentially a scaled down version of the galleon minus the TNT cannons. You can always tell what it is by having two sails like this, and also a separate crow's nest in the front. That's how you can tell. There's also another thing that distinguishes it, which we'll see in just a minute. So let's head inside. Yep, there it is. The small galleon has library books and pirates. An enchanting table, a fully operational enchanting table. Pretty cool to find inside a ship, but I should note that I did have to spawn this one in. This one is very hard to find, unfortunately. But an enchanting table, always worth picking up. And worst case scenario, you can use it with. Oh, that's an infernal. One up Weber exhaust. Oh, he uses one up. He's webbing me. Die. No. I want your gear. Gotcha. Okay, head back inside. So yeah, definitely picking up the enchanting table and all these books. And again, the reason to pick up the enchanting table is that even if you already have one, you can use the sledge or even the uncrafting table on it to get back the diamonds. So not a terrible use of levels and worth taking the risk. Always pick up extra enchanting tables. Okay, let's go upstairs. And we got webbing from that infernal we saw. I must have come from up here. This is empty over here. And up top we got nothing here. However, I think there is a spawner up in the crow's nest. So we might have already aggroed him. Let's see here. Oh, sheer drop there. That looks clear. Let's check this way. Oh wait, can I even... Oh yeah, I can't. There's this ladder right here. Yep, there he is. A grenadier. This guy chucks stuff at me from up top. Cool. Okay, so that is the small galleon. Now I have a confession to make. Unfortunately, I was not able to find one of the one of these types of small ships. I know it's strange. I was using the method used to spawn in these Bear Dungeon ships. However, one of them keeps eluding me, and I don't know why. It's possible it may not actually be in the code or something, or maybe it's not the right biome for it. I'm not sure. It's just called the normal small ship, and as far as I can tell, the only thing that distinguishes it is that it only has a jukebox inside. It is not to be confused with the one we just saw before, which had a jukebox, but it only has a jukebox. So I don't know what's up with that. But we have one more ship for me to show you, and then we're going to have a little bit more fun. So be right back. Okay, so of all of the small ships I was trying to locate, this was the most difficult to find, other than the one that I could not find, which was the small ship. So this is the small ship Creeper, which is made famous by the creeper-shaped sail. This I had to spawn in after a lot of spawning all over the friggin' place. So I could not find this anywhere in the world. It's pretty rare. So we're going to go into it and see what it looks like from the inside out. Okay, one, a defender. Come on. Come and get me. Nope, you can't get me when I'm wearing my cheese helmet. Gotcha. For those of you who actually get that reference, my condolences. Yep. There we go. Okay, so we're on the main deck. I'm not seeing anything except for the sail. It's worth taking. Cabin, nothing in here. Does not have a crow's nest I can access. Up on top, I don't see a ladder, so I'm assuming there's nothing up there. Yeah, looks like half slab. So, nothing up there. Okay, going down into the hold. We've got one chest. Okay, so 2 pirates, 1 chest containing, in this case, quite a bit of iron and redstone. Okay, so this brings us to the end of our lesson on all of the small ships that are available through better dungeons. In our next episode, we're going to have a little bit more fun than this. We're going to find and take on a pirate island. So, till next time, this has been Enchanting Table for Hexxit Education. Class dismissed.